everyone, welcome back to my channel, Califoodie Dreamin. I'm Ashley.
I'm Daryl.
Now let's get to eating. Okay, y'all, so today, before we tell you what we have, we are going to pray. Okay?
You pray.
You want me to pray?
Sure.
All right. God, we thank you for this food. We thank you for the viewers watching us. Please let them be changed from this video the same way I hope to be changed after this video. Please let them enjoy it. And we thank you for this food again. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, y'all. So today we have crab legs. Just a few. I wanted prawns, but they didn't have prawns. I couldn't find them, so we have the crab legs. And we have, trying for the first time, the sausage, cucumber, and rice combination.
That don't sound good at all. It sounds like a bunch of random stuff.
He has no idea.
It might be good. I'm just saying it sounds random.
And then we have eggs, which is always good. And then for the first time, we are trying Flavors by Dame Dippin Dash sauce. So I am so excited to try it, and we are going to not compare, but it's going to be like a versus type of thing with Blove's Smackalicious sauce. Are you ready?
Sure, I'm hungry.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I've been waiting to eat all day.
You always do that. And then we have a topic in a minute too that we'd like to talk about.
Can we eat?
Yes, let's eat.
So what do we do? It's just like we just grab what you want. Like, how's it?
And of course, I have my blessed cup over here.
How's this work?
So you have to do. All right, let's put this down. This is just for thumbnail. Okay. So you have to do the rice, the sausage, and the cucumber
Together? Do I like?
And you have to dip it in a sauce.
Okay.
So which sauce do you want to try first?
The new one. Somebody haven't had
You could have
before.
just put it on top and.
No, I got what I'm doing.
And did like that.
I'm doing this. All right, so just one good bite. This the new sauce?
No, the one
This
closer
is the
to
new
you
sauce.
is Dippin Dash sauce.
What's
I'm
in
so
it?
excited to try.
I'm nervous.
God, what's in it?
Yeah, I'm just a little nervous. Like, what's in it?
Garlic, onions, sweet chili,
Boy,
sauce,
here goes
and
nothing. And you don't even like sausage.
I don't like sausage, but I wanted to try this combination. So we are going to say, is it good?
It's not bad. Let you taste it and let you see what you think.
Get the onions, y'all, and these are like fried onions. That's the difference with, Blove sauce and this sauce is you fry the onions first. And this sauce,
Spillage.
Okay, let me try.
So you fry the onions in what sauce first?
The Dippin Dash sauce, you fry the onions first.
And then in Blove's, you what?
You just put it in the butter instead of frying them first.
Okay.
Hot.
Hot.
That is a little spicy. People said it wasn't spicy and it was more sweet.
No, that's see right there. That's spicy.
But it is spicy. And I didn't even put all the cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper? Oh, Lord.
I didn't even put all the cayenne pepper that he said to do.
That's too much.
So I'm going to try one more time. Oh, is that my spoon, Skip? You have my spoon.
Oh, here you go. I put one over here.
So I'm going to try this one more time, and then I'm going to go to Blove's and see how hers tastes.
It's just like a whole bunch of stuff.
You got to get all the stuff on there. It's so hot.
It's spicy. It's
Look at that.
It's like, what else did you put in here?
Look how, you can see the steam.
What else did you put in here though? Is it cayenne pepper, fried onions? Like it looks like a mound and like stuff in there. So what else is included in the mix?
Garlic.
Garlic. No, because it looks like, look, like, what's all of that?
That's basically onion.
Onion and what else? No, that looks like seasonings. Like,
Yeah, seasonings.
so what seasonings? Explain to me what I'm
Cayenne
eating.
pepper, garlic powder. Like I said, the sweet chili sauce.
That's just a lot.
And
Can't be good for your belly. Can't be good for your
get
belly.
be quiet. Don't say that like that.
It can't be.
Let's try an egg in that.
It's just messy.
And you
It's just messy.
It's not messy. Yo, I think he is not good when it comes to spice.
It catch me off guard. I just want to.
Why do you always do this in my videos?
Cause you be having me eat this stuff. I'm trying to eat cause I'm hungry. You got me taking stuff to make me die.
Yo, I like his sauce. It's really good.
It's not bad. It's got a nice taste. It's just got a little kick to it on the back end.
You think it's sweet?
It's a little sweet. It's not like overly sweet, but it's a little sweet. Because I know that that sweet chili stuff. So I taste that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You definitely taste that in
Did
it.
you try it on an egg?
After you just looked at me take a bite. Were you blind?
Oh yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Right in front of your face.
Alright, let's try Blove's. Because y'all know I love her sauce. So.
Alright, so let me try this. Sausage, rice. It's just a mess. Just a mess.
Stop complaining in my video.
It's not complaining, I'm just saying, look at it. I'm trying to eat neat.
Did you
And
try?
you can't.
Did you try Blove's? Let me get all, babe. Let me get all my stuff on it. Now Blove's has been sitting for days, y'all. So
I want to know.
it's marinated and everything is all working good together.
I want to know who came up with this combination. Like, what was the idea or thought behind the rice, the cucumbers, and the sausage? Like making that a thing.
So one of the mukbangers, Eat with Kim, came up with the combination.
Okay.
And everybody's trying it.
Okay.
Oh, it's good because I don't typically like sausage. And I like it.
That's true.
I like it. So let's try. I'm gonna get my sauce first. Sorry, babe. I should put my own sauce over here.
Alright, so that's not bad.
Did you try it with Blove?
No, not yet. But it's not bad. I mean, it's filling. I'm trying to compare it to what I kind of compare it to.
I love the crunch. There's so
And the
many,
cucumber.
There's so many different textures in your mouth.
Yeah, because I have never seen you just eat a cucumber like that.
Which, that has to be good for you, right?
Has to be. Debatable. But I'm sure it's good for you.
Did you try it and Blove?
I'm telling you, you're
How
not
you
paying,
like it?
you're not paying attention to me at all.
I'm not looking at you.
I'm eating right in your face, and then you come back and ask me right after I bite it.
I'm not looking
Did you try
I
that?
should have did another egg, but I just knew you weren't going to eat the egg.
Did you try that?
Alright, let me have a crack.
That sauce tastes better. You know, like leftovers.
Yeah, that's
Let
what
it
I'm
sit,
saying. Like when you let
marinate.
it, that's what they say. When you let it sit and marinate,
It gets better.
it gets better and better.
You and your crab leg lady.
Well, they say you should try seafood with this sauce too. So that's why I wanted to try prawns, but
They were all
find
out.
them. I
Store was
couldn't
fresh
find them
out.
anywhere. Let's try.
All right, let's see what it tastes like. Give us the review. Get some of that gulk on it.
It's not good.
Because I don't know what to call it, but it's just it's a whole lot of seasonings. Is it good on the crab leg? Okay.
Do you think it's very different?
This one seems to be have a lot more kick.
Alright.
The Blove.
Well, that's because that's mild.
All right, so
and versus her spicy one.
well then that's like the clear distinction.
Okay.
Maybe her spicy can compare to the kick of this,
But you think two different flavors?
This has a little bit sweeter taste to it. Not like super sweet, but this is more sweeter. I'm gonna taste this one more time.
And that's more of like a you can really taste like the Italian seasonings and Bloves.
Yeah, well, let me see one more time, just to make sure. All right. Yeah, that one, it seems to have more flavor, like more variety of flavors in it
Than this one. And it does. I mean, because there's way more seasonings, but
Yeah.
this is still really good.
Hey, it's good. It's good. All right, so you said we have a topic to discuss?
Yes, we do.
Okay, what's the topic?
So, I'm scared.
What you scared for?
All right, because we went to a worship night the other night.
Shout out to Naomi.
Yeah, our friend put it on. I'm a worship leader. So we went to her event the other night, and they were talking about, I guess that season of sitting down.
Sitting down. Sitting still.
Sitting still.
Sitting down.
I'm saying, but like, sitting still, doing nothing, and like, so it really hit home for me, and I wanted to talk to you about it because I'm sure I'm not the only one going through this. But having Peyton, and you already know, having Peyton, you know, before Peyton, I was working like crazy, which I enjoyed my work. Y'all know I'm an actress.
Working too much.
Y'all know I'm an actress, so I enjoyed working. And then after having Peyton, it was like I just became a mom, and like I felt like I was kind of like losing myself a little bit. So, my question for you is, in this season, I guess this is my season of I'm supposed to sit still and just listen for what God has for me or what he wants to say, what my next step in this journey is. What do you do? What do you do while you're sitting still?
All right. Well, a couple of things. First, you said something that I think you need to give a little bit more clarity to. You said you were losing yourself because you weren't doing the job that you were doing for a while.
My career.
Your career, okay, and that's fine. But the wording is a little problematic because anytime you wrap yourself so much into something that you feel you lose yourself just because you stop doing that thing is the wrong perception of yourself. You should never lose yourself regardless of what you do. And so your identity, you got to ask yourself, do you have your identity or is it tied and linked to what you do? They should be two separate things. What you do is what you do, but it should not wholly define who you are. So I think that's one thing to consider in this time.
Okay.
Two, it's not just sitting still doing nothing. You're raising a whole human being, like
with one on the way.
With one on the way. So it's not like you just sitting around the house like, yeah, just chilling. Like you're raising a whole person.
Yes.
Which is huge. So I think that's for me, when I just listening to what you just said, I think you downplayed or have some shifts in how you view yourself. First of all, who you are and what you're doing right now before you even think about the next step. Because if you say, okay, well, what do I do next, God? What am I doing? And then you don't have an accurate perception of who you are and what you're doing, the next will just be another false representation of what you're really supposed to be doing. And you'll be asking, I lost myself again when you never really knew yourself.
Well, that's the thing is like, because I guess because I don't get to do the things that I enjoy, or like I feel like all I'm being,
Hallmark.
like I feel like all I'm being is a mom, and like nothing for myself. So, and then when you're not doing things that you enjoy, it's like you don't. Like you don't know who you are or what you want to do now, because like I don't know when I'll be able to go back to my career because I'm pregnant now. So now I feel like that prolongs what I love to do, and that prolongs me doing what I love to do. So now it's like, is that, and I knew I would get emotional. That's why I wanted you to do it.
Run down your face.
I knew I'd get emotional. That's why I wanted you to do this with me. But it's like, now I don't know if I'd be able to, if my path is the same. Like I don't know what I want to do or what I'd be able to do. So that's what I'm saying. I'm losing myself because I don't get to do those things that I enjoy doing, and I don't know when I'll be able to again.
Yeah. So
I'm
that's
wondering
the part.
if it's a change in my life that now I'll never be able to do those things.
No, and that's the part where I feel that's where you say, sit down, be quiet, look at where you are, say, okay, God, I need some help. What's the next step look like? Because it might take a shift in what you used to think it looked like, because you were single, unmarried, no kids. This is what it looks like. But what does that dream look like when you factor in a husband, family, you getting older? Does it shift? Does it change? Does it mature? And if you never take the time to sit and evaluate that, you can find yourself stuck chasing a dream that you had in a different season of your life that doesn't quite match the one you're in now. So I think now is the time to sit down and say, okay, what are my interests? What are my goals? How does this align to my priorities and responsibilities as a family person? And what will this look like? Because it will look different than it once did.
Yeah.
And I think you have to spend some time with God, spend some time with yourself, and plan out what a new course looks like. Because the course you were on, where 13, 14, 15 hours, is not conducive to a family. So, and I'm not saying you can't never do that, but like, what I'm saying, working, coming in 2 a.m, I can't see you doing that type of...
The camera cut off. So you were saying the comparison of where...
Your prior season to your present season. And I think a lot of times even if you're not consciously doing it, if you're always comparing your prior to your present, you're setting yourself up for failure in the future. Because things have changed. And if you keep saying, I was successful then, and I need to get back to that. Well, you're always chasing a dream or a past life or a past experience that may not be what your future needs. Back when I did youth ministry, I used to say like we would grow up in church and reach these mountain peaks where we thought were the greatest, and then we'd have these downsliding moments where we'd always look back at the mountaintop and say, man, my life used to be so good, or I used to be so close to God, and I need to get back to that. And I realized that we slid down the mountain and there's a new journey with a higher peak that we're supposed to get to, but we'll never make the journey up if we're constantly looking back at what was behind. And again, applying that to your career, it's like, yes, you reached a peak in your career when you were single, before kids, before marriage, all that stuff, and now you feel like you've come down to this valley. Don't try to go back up the slippery slope that you slid down. Look forward at a new journey, a new peak, a new mountain to climb, which is actually going to be greater than your past. But if you never take the time to say, okay, what does this journey look like? Where is this path leading? What are the milestones in which I need to do to attain that goal? You find yourself stuck right in the valley, wishing and hoping for you once were, and never actually realizing what's ahead of you.
Okay.
But it does take some time to sit, to pray, to plan, and to say, what is this going to look like?
Yeah, and I think basically praying about it, because like I just be feeling like I have no idea. So even if I sit down and I think about this a lot, that I have no idea. Like I don't even know. And then especially with this new baby coming in, remind you our babies are planned. Like they were planned.
More accidents.
So so it's just like I almost feel like I didn't even think about this, like it's prolonging things in my journey or what I thought I saw for myself. And then it's even harder when people are asking you like, oh, well, I can't wait for you to get, or to saying, oh, I can't wait for you to get back to acting, or I can't wait for you to do acting and stuff and stuff like that. And I'm just like, that's like a slap in the face, or like, because I have no idea, so it makes things worse.
But see, this is when you have to realize, this is where you talk about losing yourself, not really knowing. This is where you have to get secure in who God has called you to be and what you're supposed to be doing. Right now, your purpose that you understood and what you wanted was to be home the first year of life to raise your child and not just pass them off to someone else, since we don't have family out here.
Yes.
All right, so that means there would be some sacrifice in the career, but we've been blessed for you to be able to do that and us still maintain the life we have and provide it. So that's,
and I don't take that for granted. Okay. I really appreciate that.
Okay, so that's saying this is the understanding and perspective. This is right now. This is not forever. This is a sacrifice I'm making right now for my child. And you know what? This will be beneficial later. Now, other people may, because they're not in your shoes, may say, oh, when you get back, I can't wait. And it's like, yeah, I may not be able to wait either, but for right now, that does not disqualify or diminish the value in what you're doing now, which is being a mother to a child that needs you. And I think that's, for you, the balance that you have to keep saying, I'm not stopping my career forever. Right now, my child needs me. And so this is what I'm putting my heart and soul in, because this is great value, great purpose. And this is what my season is right now. And don't get too caught up in trying to figure out the next season, the next step, the next path, when you haven't fully finished the path you're in right now either. I think that's another setup. We always want to know what's next, what's coming, future. And it's like, fully invest in the present and be all that you can and appreciate all that you have right here, right now. Okay. Living in the future that hasn't come yet, I think it gets a lot of us stress, anxiety, confusion, worry, and then we're not free to give it all to our present. And so our present is robbed of the potential it could be because of the potential of a future that we keep chasing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, look, you eating these foods, mukbanging it up, like, you know, that's cool. You like doing that, you know. You made some connections with people, you know. So that's a good thing. You still get to be a mom, and Peyton loves spending time with you and bossing you around.
You don't boss me around.
To her. But no, it's just like in time. It's learn to be patient with the time. And things will work out and things will come back around. but learn to be patient with the time.
Now, can I ask you, have you ever had this season of where you just need to sit, where you had to just sit and not do what you love to do? Or because right now I feel like we had a baby, but the guy always gets to do what they want to do, and they always get to continue working and do their thing.
Well, someone gotta work. We both can't sit home.
I'm not.
I was about to say, we'd be homeless. So someone has to continue to, to work. And again,
Yes, but have you ever had this
Wait.
season?
Let me finish my thought. Because I'm not saying it has to be the guy. Sometimes, like, the guy has to stay home and the woman. I mean, it goes both ways. But have there been seasons in my life where I didn't get what I really wanted or envisioned? Yeah. And again, I don't want to compare because you're like, oh, that's not the same. Or people are like, oh, that's not that big a deal. But it's a big deal to me. So it is a big deal. It's just like I can't look at you and say, your situation, oh, that's not a big deal. You need to get over it. It's a big deal when you're living it. And it was, again, when I started working in North Carolina and was making less as a teacher than the manager at Foot Locker. And I was like, God, I get paid once a month. This ain't working. This ain't it. And I see other people, my peers, graduate, were buying houses and traveling, and I'm like, I'm trying to get enough ends to get this grocery. And it was a hard lesson to be able to sit and be like, when I saw everyone else's life taking off and mine seemed to be in neutral, it's like, God, what's up? And then when I moved, things got a little better, but I was still not where I wanted to be financially. I wasn't where I wanted to be in my career. I was teaching preschool, and I, in undergrad, said I never wanted to teach preschool. And here I was, 3 years in preschool, and I'm like, this ain't what I wanted. And then that's where there's a scripture in the Bible where Paul talks about learn to be content in any season I'm in.
Yeah.
And you can't learn that unless you go through that.
Yeah.
You can read a book about, oh, I'm going to be content, and then let the situation hit you. Are you really going to be content, or are you going to be complaining or worrying about what's next? And that's when I learned that, whether I'm successful or not, God, you have been good to me, and I need to be grateful. And I think once I got through that lesson, and I started really living that, that's when things started to come together. Like another job opportunity opened up. Or, I get married and a job opened up here, and then I was happy doing what I was doing. And then within 2.5 years, a promotion came. And I wasn't sitting at the house like, man, I can't wait to run principal. I can't wait to run my own school. I was content being the assistant.
A promotion came, because before you came out here.
Well, no, I'm saying once I got out here, it wasn't like, okay, now I can't wait to be a principal in my own school. Like, people ask me, when you going to get your own school? And I was like, I'm not thinking about that. I'm really good right here helping my school be the best it can be. And then, because I was being faithful where I was, and I was content where I was, when the door opened for me to make the next step, I was ready. And the door opened, I walked through it, and there I am. But it took time, and it took a lot of lessons along the way when no one really knows those things to prepare me to be able to be where I am now today. And now people are like, oh my gosh, what you want to run your own school, you want to be there? And I'm like, I'm just trying to be the best person I am right here in the present. Future will work itself out, but I need to invest in my present. And so, what's your present? It's paying. Invest fully in paying. And then also you planning the road ahead, investing in that. And I think that will help you start to calm the nerves and the stress and the worries, because you're saying, God, I'm content where I am. I'm fully invested in my present, and I'm trusting you for my future. All right? While she continues to eat.
Well, it's the eating show. You have to
Yeah,
talk and eat. You just stopped
I'm full.
eating
I don't
completely.
want any more of this.
You're full.
You know what happens when you wait all day to eat and then
Skip.
you finally get to the
You
food?
did not wait all day to eat.
Babe, all I had was like a half a bowl of grits with Peyton. I mean, grits. It wasn't even half a bowl. I had like 2 spoons. She had the rest. And then I had like 3 grapes. And then a couple of cookies. And I was waiting for her to come back from the grocery store. I was waiting for this delicious meal.
Girl, it's lunchtime.
And then I take a couple bites and I'm like, done.
Oh my goodness. Do you want to at least try a crab leg and the
I'm
sauces
good.
so we can finally...
I trust you. I trust you. I've had enough of the sauces. I'm good. Someone's got to watch this figure, you know.
Please. All right, well then now, should you go first or should I say first which one is my favorite?
You can go.
I can go?
Oh my
You don't want
goodness.
no crab?
I'm good.
I told y'all, he never wants any of the crab, like, which is fine for me, but still. When he says, oh, you be having these good dinners, eating crab and lobster, but he never wants the seafood.
Oh, gosh.
All right. So,
Final verdict. Here we go.
let me just see what this is at. Okay.
Give them a verdict. Give them something to live on.
Y'all, I really think that the Dippin' Dash sauce is really good, and it's sweet, and the sweet chili pops, and it's very different from Blove Smackalicious sauce.
Yeah, it's a different type of flavor.
Yeah, it's a different type of
sauce.
flavor, and it's just as good in everything else, like with veggies and meat and seafood.
But I hear a butt coming on.
But
See? There it is. That big old butt.
I really, and especially I guess after it marinated and got stronger in flavor, my favorite is still Blove.
Be love. Sorry, Dippin' Dash and Dame.
So what do you say, babe?
No, I can say the flavor in Blove is better. I might have to say it might be because of the marinade that it just like really tastes a whole lot different.
Oh.
This is cool. Nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
This one just tastes better, and I think it's because it's been sitting.
Mm-hmm.
It's been just blending and coming together in the marination process.
He is so churchy.
Ha! Glory
Oh,
to Blove.
Oh, please.
No, it's good though. It's good.
All right. Well, thank you, Daryl, for helping me through this season.
I'm trying.
As you always
Y'all,
do.
stretch your hands and pray, cause
Oh my God.
boy, it'd be a lot.
Why?
a lot.
Churchy like this.
It'd be a lot. Oh,
It'd be a lot.
I do gotta tell this nice story. We
Oh,
went to
yeah.
church yesterday. Visited a church I was born into, right? Center of Hope, Inglewood. So they had a baby dedication, and they were like, "Stretch your hands," and pray. So I'm stretching my hand and listening to the pastor and Peyton taking my hand, putting it down, like, "No, Daddy, no." And I'm like, "No, child, be obedient to the pastor." She's like, "No, Daddy, no."
Do y'all see what I do?
And then all of a sudden, it's like the spirit must have hit my daughter and obedience fell, and she just said, "Oh." And she stretched her hand and threw her thumb up like this and just started reaching forward like everyone else. And I said, "Look at that." And then later in the service, music playing. What'd she do?
Well, she's a worshiper anyway.
But it was like she stretched her hand out.
That girl, she lifts her hands up and her arms.
That's my
and
girl. She was like,
Yeah, she enjoyed herself in church.
So-
And Daryl was asking, should we take her to children's church? And I'm like, the part she really loves the worship, so why would we make her miss out
No,
on worship?
I'm just saying, and just to check it out, see how she is. Lord, they put our number up on the screen and be like, "Come get your child."
Yeah, they do that. But thanks again for being in this video.
You're welcome.
And I'm sure somebody has dealt with this or is in this season right now. So hopefully you are changed the same way I am.
Yeah. You know,
Or different, not
don't
the same,
give up on yourself and your dreams,
Yeah.
but don't cripple and handcuff yourself to your past either. Be open and free to a new path, new journey, some changes. You know, we had plan A, be open to plan B, C, D, E, and F. And that doesn't mean you're a failure because your plans change. It just means you had to take a different route. And sometimes those different routes teach you lessons that you'll need to sustain at the next season. So be open for that.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
And if you want to see more of these lessons, then you will follow our channel together, which is A Sown Seed.
We got to get back on that.
Yes. It's it's A Sown Seed on Instagram, but it's there on Ashley Ramsey on YouTube.
Trying to do some more life talks, you know, learn some lessons this last year and a half.
Yeah.
Got some things to
we
share.
definitely need to do an update on that channel.
Sure.
Because it's been a while. But I thank you so much for watching.
Yes, we thank you. Thank you
as
for tuning
always,
in.
we love you. Like, comment, subscribe, and be blessed. See you later.
See you later.